Hi. Okay, I was watching Illumination's little thing about her nickname and her name, and it came to mind that I should talk about me. Okay, one back when I was in school, everybody actually mispronounced my name all the time, and it's still a common thing even today. And it's kind of funny and kind of annoying, but I guess I could talk about it because it's not like I'm really complaining because it actually drives up the point of why I call myself Nagi Nayoa 101. Nagi Nayoa 101 came from the fact that I am a fan of a very particular anime series. I'll show you that in just a second. Called Vice Cruise the Night Hunters, which is a really, really good anime. Well, here it is. I'm the one right there. That's my favorite character, is Nagi right here. So, why I am a fan, why I used Nagi from Vice Cruise as my persona for a while is because he was my favorite character and has been for a while. I also went by the nickname Omi from the same series, but that name didn't stick, and I got to meet the guy who got to voice the little guy, and I got, well, Jamie was the closest thing to meeting Hiroyuki that I'll ever get, so yeah. So anyway, what I usually tell people is whenever they mispronounce my name, they usually will say Maria. Add an H on there, it's different, just to mention. But, quite coincidentally, many people don't add the H, they usually just say Maria, and I'm standing there going to my book, going to my Kindle, doing whatever, and I'm just not paying attention to them. And people are like, Mariah? Yeah, that's me. And I get in the car, and sometimes they get it right. Sometimes, I usually take into account that people from other countries do not Maria, pronounce my name correctly. I had a poor guy who was from, India butcher my name so badly. I was sitting there going, I'm not gonna yell. I'm not gonna be mad at him. Poor guy. I said, poor guy. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you my name and we're just gonna go from there. I corrected it and he goes, oh, okay. I had a guy from the Middle East. Same problem. Very nice guy. And he was like, apologize profusely. And I'm like, sitting there going, no, don't need to. And then you have the guy who's this. I had a guy from Kenya that did the same thing, but he was very animate that, yeah, he got it wrong. He corrected himself, and he goes, I think I got this wrong, and then he corrected it. But then you get the one guy who insists that your name is Maria, no matter how many times you've said it, no matter how many times you've corrected him, he'll just still use it based on that. And I've had this happen twice with two drivers, and generally, I hate to say it, they're usually American and they're usually assuming they're picking up a Hispanic woman. I tend to scratch my head on that one because on my profile on Uber and Lyft, it has my full name and a little anime character because I hate taking pictures of myself. As you can tell, I usually am playing games. So, yeah. So when Illy mentions the fact that sometimes people will not use the name that's given. One time I actually had to use my middle name, and that is Michelle, and that ended with a lot of trouble because there were like 3 Michelles in one of my classes, and my teacher was like, maybe we shouldn't do that. I said, would you prefer I just go by my nickname? And this was in college, of course. And the teacher's like, okay, what's your nickname? Okay. And I went by the nickname my parents gave me. Phi. Phi. It's a mathematical thing. My parents were math wizards. I was not. My teacher looked at me like I was nuts, and we decided to change our minds on this whole darn thing and did it the other way and went by my online handle of Nagi Nayoa 101. He just called me Nagi the rest of the year. Thank you. Thank you to this professor because that made it so much easier. But it was funny because everyone was expecting a Japanese kid, not an American who's using a Japanese nickname. But that was totally the point of the whole thing, was because my nickname is Nagi, many people do not understand it. Nagi is also my name on DeviantArt and several other websites because I got so tired of people finding out. Actually, I had one guy who actually used it against me, um, and he ended up in a lot of legal issues and got himself arrested. So we don't really go talk about this guy that often unless you really want to go into the Colorado anime community and you mention his name, and they all will fall on you like a ton of bricks. Trust me, you do not want to go on that one. That one is just bad vibes as is. Not the YouTuber. This is a guy who literally has bad karma all the way around. I'm not. And what really is funny is when you have nicknames. This is the one guy who actually made me hate being Nagi Naioa 101, but unfortunately, since the nickname stuck, I was stuck with it for a long, long time. How long, you may ask? I'd say about 10. I've been stuck with this nickname for about 10 years. I've been Nagi Naioa 101 for 10 years. This channel is relatively new, considering Nagi Naioa of Schwartz I can't get access to because guess what? I lost the password. So that's my other YouTube channel that is no longer working or functioning. So if you like watching music videos about conventions, you can go watch them on there, while watching me play video games and be a weirdo on this one. Yeah. But anyway, I wanted to make a mention that sometimes when you have a name like mine and Alyssa's, you'll end up with really weird stories of people messing your name up, and not by intention, but by the fact that they just do not understand your nicknames or your name in general. My first, the fact that I tried to use Phi once as a nickname online did not really go over too well. Many people do not understand that Phi is actually short for Pi R squared, and that is a persona name that I had given myself years ago, and I never used it. So yeah, now you know the story of the bad nicknames and the really bad people that don't understand them.